Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I am Brian the Blank. These are the Firebirds. A little different from the last time you saw them. If you are returning, if you're new to this, welcome. Hopefully you enjoy your stay. A little bit of a redesign for the cars this season. As you can see, for those who are returning, not terribly different, but there is some more detail, and there is a sponsor. Yes, after a little bit of dealing and wheeling, we have taken on LOCTITE as a title sponsor for the Firebirds. Okay, a lot of wheeling and dealing. Really, that's about the only major difference. You'll see LOCTITE on the cars pretty well presented, but the numbers were moved as well from the fenders to the rear pillar. See over here on the 19 and the 14. We've also had 2 new drivers join in the fray. And they are, unfortunately, one is starting dead last. Apparently our cameraman needs to go back to school. This is John Tucker. He is taking over. He is starting in the 23. And then our overall champion, Isaac Hernandez, starting back row with him. 22 cars on this grid today. And if you'll notice, the top 3 all have a little Firebird icon in the headlight decal. Right here with our champion, Tracy Howell, as a gold bird. And I have missed the new guy. There he is. This is Davis Pittman. He'll be driving the 22. The colors were taken from the champions in each series. Now, beyond that, nothing really changes so far. In fact, even the schedule is going to look similar. However, there is a small change, and there are some small sponsorships as well. As you can see from this view, had a little bit of help for this year. While the Firebirds were able to keep themselves afloat, turns out the Camaros started getting a little expensive when they started crashing them. However, that is neither here nor there. We are ready to start a new season. Notice, however, that there is no car number 2. In the off-season, it was determined
start your engines!
It was determined that instead of giving the old numbers to the new drivers, they would be allowed to run their own, and meanwhile, the old drivers would have to regain their spot. The number 2 of John Lane is not running in the Firebird series. The number 8 of May Ellis is not running in the Camaros. If they win their championships, they will rejoin those ranks as rewards. We are coming to the green flag. Also, there have been some color changes in the off-season in order to simplify and clarify. So, here's hoping that it does as much. However, our pole sitter, Dorothy McLean, will lead us to the green flag. And Season 2 has officially begun for the LOCTITE Firebird series. Also, I apologize. There was simply not enough time for me to get a ticker installed in an effective manner. McLean will hold on for the first lap, but Marshall is looking to take that lead. Now remember, May Ellis was the winner last year. Marshall won 3 races, however, last season. I'm going to be doing that a lot. I apologize. But McLean came out of nowhere to revitalize her chances. And of course, Tracy Howell was the champion. Whoa, we're already getting high. And probably not in a good way. "32 laps for this event here in Phoenix. Everything seems to be running a little bit smoother to start this race. Maybe it was jitters last year. First race, got to get everybody going. Now, they're here. Well, most of them are here. Dorothy McLean leading this race. Charles Marshall and John Walker, second and third. Walker with something to prove after last year. Going from a tan car to a brown car. Actually sharing that color with Thomas Hammond. And here's the one of Tyler Gardens. He didn't do terribly much last year, but he was there for a fair bit of the time. Jacob Aronson in the 6. They stuck with the red. Let's see if they can break that little curse they had going. Tracy Howell getting high in 6th position right now. Again, was the champion at the end of last season. We're under caution? We are. Did not even see it. Interesting. Okay, so what happened? So our first caution of the new season is with Davis Pittman. Apparently. Pink, purple, blue, blue. May Ellis! Are you kidding me? Let's... That's going to be hard for me to argue. That's going to have to go to administration. No damage on the 8. Plenty of damage on the 22, though. But, you know, they're not far from each other. Pittman, yes, has damage. Tucker's right there. That's not a good sign, honestly. Our two rookies are 22nd and 21st and 22nd. But let's talk about May Ellis. May Ellis is only running Firebirds this season, as was said earlier. If May does win the Firebird Championship, they will be allowed to re-enter the Camaro Championship. But they have to win here. That's not a good way to win here because that makes you look like you're doing it on purpose. And let's remember, May Ellis actively whacked somebody in the Camaro race last season. So it's not without precedent. But also that was I believe on the backstretch as well. I don't believe that was going into a turn. So these cars are still not the best in the world. The drivers are still fairly inexperienced, but they're working on it still. We will be going back to green this time by. Overall, a interesting race, but nothing crazy. Dorothy McLean is your leader. Charles Marshall in second. John Walker in third. Tyler Gardens in fourth. Jacob Aronson in fifth. Tracy Howell in sixth. Catherine Harris in seventh. Nicholas Eckert in eighth. Good job. Chris Harvey in ninth. Welcome back. And Daniel Bardens in his new orange number 4 in 10th. No more faded banana. And immediately we've got a challenge up front. Walker goes way high. Gardens is going to look to the inside. And I think it's going to take that spot away. Oh, we've got a cluster. Aronson is way high. Howell got squeezed in the middle like he's toothpaste. Harris says, I want in. Harris is going for it. 21 laps to go this time by. Harris has jumped to 5th. 4th even. Eckert right behind in 5th. Walker has fallen back. Aronson and Walker trying to get back up there. Howell as well. But Bardens wants some too. Harvey, Hammond. Now it's getting interesting. Carranza, Tucker. They're too wide behind. Oh no, Barden's about to get middle laned again. Or is Harvey about to get body slammed? Oh, everybody comes out of that alive. Wow. And in all that confusion, Charles Marshall beat Dorothy McLean around to take the lead. When did that happen? Coming up to the dog leg. And just a nice clean pass going into 3. Well done. Likewise, McLean would like to do the same thing to retake the lead, and does even more effectively. Charles Marshall, who finished 3rd last season. Dorothy McLean, who I believe finished 4th? 5th? Just off the final podium. Eckert is now in... What a cluster. Eckert has moved his way up to 3rd, which would be a career best. Granted, anything in the top 5 would be a career best for Eckert. His best finish last year was 8th, 4 times. In both series. Walker, Harrison, Howell. Sounds like a law firm. But already we've got a little bit of a shuffle from last season. Dang it. We are officially halfway through this race. Dorothy McLean leads. Charles Marshall 2nd. Nicholas Eckert in 3rd. Tyler Gardens in 4th. John Walker 5th. Catherine Harris is 6th. Tyler Gardens put the anchors on and is about to get passed by one or both of these drivers. Looks like Harris wants it. Looks like Gardens is going high to try and keep it. Will they have the momentum? Walker in the wall. Walker loses momentum to Aronson. Aronson might be able to get around on the outside. I don't think so. Not yet. Everyone behind Aronson has to hit the brakes. Martin's deciding he's going around. Chris Harvey outside the top 10 right now, running 14th. Looking to get back in. Camaro champion Carranza right behind. Overall champion Hernandez in 17th. Not having a good day, but he didn't have a great day last season as well. Our 2 rookies are fighting at the back with May Ellis, our original winner. Maybe more damage done to that 8 than we thought. And Marshall gets back to clean again. Why is it when I'm away... Why is it that when we're not looking, we always get this? We just missed it this time. Again, a nice clean pass by Marshall. And now Eckert is going to get past me. Eckert is going for the lead. Go get you some Nicholas Eckert. This was a strong off season for that young driver right there. Charles is able to break open the lead, excuse me. But Eckert is coming. 10 laps to go. McLean's coming too. They're trying to send it into the wall. Harris currently in 4th, Howell in 5th. Gardens 6th, Walker 7th, Hamden 8th. You can see what I was talking about earlier with the car colors. 9th, Minnie Nelson. Hello, Minnie. 10th, Jacob Aronson. You are already disappointing out of the gate. Nicholas Eckert is hold on to 2nd. But can they get away from the 14? Can these 2 catch up with the 15? We have 8 laps to go this time by. Hammond and Walker looking to have part of each other. Aronson got past Nelson. Black looking past, get past Nelson as well. Also Lynn White. Also Carranza. Harvey has moved up to... Nope, he's still in 14th. Back of the pack, May Ellis, Davis Pittman, Wayne Stadler, James Wolfe, Isaac Hernandez. A lot of names that I did not think would be back here. Wilkinson, that's another issue entirely. Harris has gotten away from the rest of the pack. Howell, Gardens, and Walker still trying to get away. Hammond and Aronson starting to fight with each other now. We've got a 5-car pack, a split, another split with McLean and Eckert. And then Marshall driving away now. Five laps to go. Marshall, Eckert, McLean, Harris, Howell, Gardens, Walker, Hammond, Aronson, Nelson. Your top 10. White in 11th, Black in 12th, Carranza in 13th, Bardens in 14th, Tucker up to 15th now. Wilkinson 16th. Harvey 17th for the moment. Hernandez 18th. Wolf 19th. Stadler 20th. Damaged Pittman 21st. Possibly damaged Ellis 22nd. 3 laps to go. Unless McLean can get past Eckert, I don't know that there's enough time to go get Marshall. Unless Marshall just completely screws it up. But Eckert is holding his own. He has found a groove and he is sticking with it. So I say, and so I apparently jinx. But he's able to hold on to second. Well done, Nicholas. Got 2 laps to go. But they're not catching him. That's not going to end well, Nicholas. He's able to catch it. And he's not under too much pressure, but this is a white flag lap. I don't think anybody's going to catch Marshall, but McLean gets past him. Eckert to 3rd, McLean to 2nd. But Marshall's the leader by a 1.5 seconds. I don't think, unless he just completely slips up here, this race is over. At the finish line, it is Charles Marshall winning the opening race of the... winning the opening round of the LOCTITE Firebird Championship. Charles Marshall, 1st. Dorothy McLean, 2nd. Nicholas Eckert, 3rd. Catherine Harris, 4th. Tracy Howell, 5th. Tyler Garden, 6th. Nice start to the year. John Walker, 7th. Thomas Hammond, 8th. Jacob Aronson, you recovered. Good job. Slightly. Minnie Nelson, 10th. Lynn White, 11th. Cedric Black 12th. Jim Carranza 13th. Daniel Bardens 14th. Sorry. Where was I? Right. Daniel Bardens 14th. The 23 of John Tucker up to 15th. Well done. Beating out our rookie from last year. Chris Harvey, who finished 16th. There'll be better races, Chris. Isaac Hernandez in 17th. Gerard Wilkinson in 18th. Wayne Stadler in 19th. James Wolfe in 20th. May Ellis in 21st. And unfortunately, Davis Pittman starts his career dead last. 22nd in the 22. Well, now that was interesting. So, if you enjoyed this race and would like to join in, there is a link below to the Discord. Come join us, and we'll let you in on the fun. In the meantime, I am Brian the Blank, and until the next race, take care, everybody.